Hey Fashionpreneurs, my name is Jess and welcome to the Fashionpreneur Diaries. Hey Fashionpreneurs, welcome back to the Fashionpreneur Diaries. I am your host, Irregular Jess, coming to you guys again with yet again another entry. Today, I want you guys to listen to this entry number 30 with so much clarity. I want you to listen to it with the mindset of, receiving insight, receiving strength, and understand that you guys know I love to motivate the streets, okay? So today I'm gonna do a little bit of that. So right now, if you're listening to this or you're watching on YouTube and you might be on your way to work, you might be on your way running around somewhere, I want you to just stop, cleanse your mind, and just get prepared to hear this greatness. So today it's all about motivating the streets, okay? I just want to motivate the streets. All right. And today we're going to talk about how to break through to the next level. All right. So I want you guys to listen clearly. I won't hold you long today, but I want to get straight to the point. All right. So let's talk about how to break through to your next level. So I talk to a lot of fashionpreneurs every single day that tell me, Jess, I want to launch this fashion brand. I want to start my line. I want to, learn how to buy wholesale, but I don't really have a lot of support. My family doesn't get it. I was talking to a friend of mine that told me that they had to show their mom their Shopify just to explain to them why they gave up their traditional 9-to-5 to go into selling clothing. I was talking to another good girlfriend of mine that told me, my mom is really concerned for my future. People don't understand what we do as entrepreneurs. It's a different lifestyle, and I want us to understand that this is something that not everybody's going to understand. I read this article recently. I don't know how true it is, but it said that 3% of the world actually chooses happiness. 3% of the world. Now, I'm not surprised by that though. That means that most people we come in contact with are unhappy and settled. That's scary as I don't know what. If that doesn't scare the crap out of you, I don't know what does. So for you to tell me 97% of the world is unhappy and only 3% chooses happiness in every aspect of their life, that means that 3% is choosing their self every single time. And I had a conversation with one of my good girlfriends recently, and I told her, I said, we have the same conversation over and over. It's so constant. And we've been in the same place with this conversation for so long. I feel like you need to choose happiness. And I want you to get inspired by yourself. Your own story should be your motivation, right? And she, realized what I was saying, and I was really excited for her to tell me that she chose happiness in a certain instance in her life. And I was like, wow, your breakthrough comes when you choose yourself, when you choose happiness. So I'm so excited to witness you guys choose happiness in entrepreneurship and fashionpreneurship, as I love to say. So first thing I need you guys to do to break through to your next level, I need you to let go of things that cannot come to the next level. I was watching this live from Ming. You guys probably know all about Ming Lee. Shout out to Ming, love her. So I was watching Ming's live the other day, and she was talking about ladders, and she said, the person that carries your 6-foot ladder may not always gain the strength or do the work to also be the person that carries the 50-foot ladder. And the person that also carries the 50-foot ladder might not be the person that carries the 150-foot ladder. It's very rare. It is quite an anomaly that you are going to find one person to ride with you from beginning to end. I will never forget, my dad once told me, before he passed away, he said, you're going to have one friend in this world. I remember I was about 15 or 16 when he told me this, and he said, the girls that you're hanging around right now, we used to run real deep, y'all. It used to be 15 of us running around Baltimore at 15 years old. And my dad said, a lot of the people you're with right now, they're not going to be your friends. Not because they're bad people, but you guys are going to go down different paths in life. And you're going to have one necessary friend probably. And you'll probably get a soulmate. But I want you to know you're going to have one friend. And I was like, wow, really, Dad? I'm going to have just one? And he said, yeah, you're going to have that one friend that is your person. And that person will go with you on every level. And it's very rare. You might not get that person, but I see that for you. And when my dad said that, I didn't understand. I was 16, 17. Now, I have that one friend, my very best friend, Brittany. You guys know her on the podcast, Gina, light skin as we call her, all those different names. That is my soulmate as far as friends, right? Like that's my dog, and we have grown together through 9 to 5s, to entrepreneurship, to lifestyles, to wellness, to, you know, our personal lives evolving as sisters. That's my sister right there, you know. And I want you to look at your crew and check your set. Okay, check your set. Is everybody here qualified? The thing about relationships, and we talked recently a couple weeks ago, I told you guys that God wants us in relationship. The thing about relationships, guys, is that they must be nurturing, right? They have to be continuously pouring and watering you, the seed, right? And if it is not equal on both ends, you have to let go of people. It doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Like, I'm not as close to some of my friends that I used to be close to 2 years ago. And it could just be because I've relocated, right? We're still really good friends, but we're not as close. We don't talk as much. Our lifestyles are different. We live in different time zones, right? It's going to require certain things, and your life might be in a different place, and that's okay. Welcome to the real world. Your good friends are going to be your road dogs, and they're going to understand your growth, and you're going to understand theirs. I still check in with my friends. I talk to them. I nurture my relationships. I support my friends. I catch flights home just to support them speaking for a couple hours. I do those things as a friend, and they show up for me. But the dynamics of our friendships have shifted. We don't have the same conversations, right? So just know, I know it sounds cliche. This whole entry might sound cliche to a lot of y'all, but if it sounds cliche, life is a cliche. All right, and I want you guys to understand that certain people cannot come. God cannot release blessings to you if you stay on level 2 and that blessing is on level 6, right? So if I don't make space for things that I say I want in my life, and if I don't make space for God to place them in my life, there's not anywhere for him to place it. So if Darnell, John, Tara, and Sarah over here taking up all the space, there's nowhere for God to drop that. And he can't drop it with them, because they're not there. That's not their level to go to with you. So if you do not make space for him to drop the blessing, let me tell you something. I will clear a table. I have taken days off of work to hear the word, okay? Like, I need to hear from you. I need you to guide me and give me strength and progress me. Like, this is a spiritual thing, y'all, and I need y'all to understand that not everybody can come. So if there's people that don't understand why you want to be an entrepreneur, that's not their story. They can't come. It's going to be certain family and friends, close family members, that's not going to get it. I just don't discuss those things with them. I have an auntie that I do not discuss business with because you don't understand. Like, she does not understand what I do. She swears that I am living in poverty. She swears that this is not going to last. And we don't have those conversations anymore. I don't even explain stuff to her. Like, it's nothing to explain. I'll catch you at dinner. All right? I'll catch you at dinner. I'll let you keep thinking whatever you think. You know, I don't know how she thinks I have the lifestyle that I have. Whatever. It's not for me to figure out, right? So I want you guys to understand that the more time that you put into things that can't come, you'll just be nurturing things that are for level 2, and you're supposed to be on level 6 right now. You holding your own self up. All right? So let go of people that can't come. That boyfriend that just don't get it, that takes up all your time, that's driving your car. Ugh. Oh my gosh, are we still doing that? Oh my gosh, the dude that's driving around in your car and, you know, taking up your time, y'all going 50-50 half-seas, and you can't save up for your business, and he can't save up to provide for the things that he promised you, and, you know, he's selling you dreams and you selling her dreams, and women toxic too. That's another podcast entry. Women are very toxic. I've been told that I side with men more than women in the past year, and I'm okay with that. Sorry, ladies, I love us. I love us for real. But I have witnessed a lot of toxicity, and I want us to do better, and I want us to pour into our men, and I want us to protect them as much as they protect us, and we'll never be men, but we got to stop acting like we are in this season. So let's make space for what we say we want. And if I touch something that irritated you just now, that was probably for you. Okay, I've been in your shoes. I've been there, done that. We're not doing that. I cannot, if you tell me that we're going to grow together, but you're only worried about your growth, right? So if we have a goal and you say we're going to do this together, and then you leave me out and you go do your plan B, then we're not on the same path. You got to go, boo. All right, so make room for what you say you want. And that takes time, but I need you guys to go through your list and check it twice. Look at your uppers and your downers. If there are people that are not supportive, they have to go. If they don't understand why you're giving your life to Christ and you're sacrificing and you're living an abstinent life, they got to go. Okay? They can't be a part of it. There's a certain lifestyle that comes with this career of entrepreneurship. You're not gonna be able to do all the things that they do. Like, we've normalized so many things that are not for us. Like, sex has become a norm. Like, I have witnessed and heard conversations with women just talking about how they have sex with multiple men all day and they've had sex with this guy and that guy. That's not what we're making space for. How can God even give you a blessing and you out here just giving away goodies? It's not gonna work like that. I'm abstaining, sis. I've been holding it down. I hope you guys can do the same, okay? That's another podcast entry. All right, now, another thing I want you guys to do to break through to your next level, I want you to check your attitude and energy at the door, okay? When you come into the room, does it exude positivity or is it exuding stress? There are certain people that when they tell me they want to stay in my house when they visit LA, I tell them that they cannot stay. And they are my close friends. And I tell them, you got too much energy with you that is not vibing high. You can't come in here with all that stress, leaving that up in here. You can't come in here complaining. You can't come in here doing those things. I'm gonna respect your lifestyle, but you're not gonna disrespect mine, okay? I let you come in here, I let you eat whatever you wanna eat. I support you, but we're not about to listen to you in here cursing all day and night about how Tyrone ain't treating you right. You're not about to come in here and stress about things that are left at home. We're not about to do that. So you have to come in here with peace of mind or else you cannot stay in my Von Shway. And me and my best friend, we call our apartment the Von Shway. We're moving soon to a new Von Shway. You cannot come in our Von Shway if the zhuzhes are not vibing. And I won't come into yours. If I'm having a bad day and my energy is thrown off, I won't even come into your space. Like, I have a close friend that told me recently, like, my energy been a little off with everything going on in the world. I'm gonna take some time to myself. We're gonna still talk, we're gonna connect, we're gonna do all those things, but you're not gonna see me. My energy, I don't even want this to be transferred to you. And I was like, whoa. At first I was like, well, dang, what's going on? But then I realized, like, whoa, I see what you mean. We can't transfer those things. So let's respect people's energy and let's respect people's personal time because they need it. And people need that time to just heal and evolve. So don't take it personal when people kind of step back from you. Hey Fashionpreneurs, I hope you are enjoying this entry of the Fashionpreneur Diaries, but I wanted to personally invite you to my brand new masterclass, Wholesale Vendors Decoded. I'm going to teach you how to launch and develop your fashion line, no matter if you're looking to purchase wholesale or become a brand new fashion designer. We're going to cover it all, and it is very quarantine friendly, on a budget. I know things got super real, super quick this year, so I want to help you understand how to effectively launch this brand on a budget while in quarantine. It's still very possible, and I'm still seeing 6 figures a month, and I want to help you do the same. All right, so make sure that you register now at thefashionpreneuracademy.com. And you got to step back because you're going to be in that season as you grow as an entrepreneur. So check your attitude and your energy at the door. Don't nobody want to be around no mean girl. Don't nobody want to be around no dude that got to act like he can't talk and express his opinion. Also, be open to expressing yourself. Don't be scared to express yourself. You know, share your thoughts, but do it with respect and positive energy. If we're not on the same page, there's no need for me to write you a paragraph. We can hop on a call, we'll explain it, we'll go over things, but communication is key. So make sure that you are giving the best possible energy. And if you feel like you're not a great communicator, be vulnerable with yourself and be open to learning. I've never met a toxic person yet that does not play victim. Don't be that person. And all of us have been toxic in some way. All of us have toxicity in some format. Find it, be vulnerable with it, understand it, and learn how to operate with it. All right, but make sure that you check that energy at the door, okay? Another thing I want you guys to understand is that God operates everything as you are breaking through to your next level. You can't do this alone. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan for your life. Okay? Ooh, I'm so glad we did not go with my plan, all right? It was looking real dark for me. You hear me, okay? So I want you guys to understand that God is real. I need you all to pay your tithes, all right? If that is your belief, you do it. If it's not, hey, cool with you. But for me and my household, we will serve the Lord, okay? And we pay our tithes in here, all right? My tithes are on auto pay. I don't play about that 10% to the Lord because I wouldn't have anything I have right now if it was not for the Most High. So all glory will be given to him, and every percentage will be given. Every sacrifice will be to him. I want you guys to read your word. I have a study Bible that I read. And it has a 365-day reading plan in the back of it. I want you guys to make sure that you guys are studying the word. You find your Bible that works for you. My study Bible, let me look up the name of it for y'all real quick. I forgot the daggone name of my study Bible. Google, because I know it's gonna pop right on up. Study Bible. I got it off Amazon. It was like $40. There it is, Life Application Study Bible. That's the name of it. It's green. The front is green. Some of them are orange. It's the same Bible, but it's like the #1 best-selling study Bible. And it breaks the Bible down for you. Like, God went to the mountain. There was Adam. Like, that's how I needed it broken down to me, okay? So I love this Bible. It has a 365-day study in the back that teaches you how to get through the Bible in 1 year. And I use that guide, and I read every day, and I pray every day, and I fast constantly. Every month this year, I have been in a fast. So it's a lifestyle. God is a lifestyle. All right, and it's a relationship that you must nurture. So if you're replacing him and putting things in front of him, you will not get to your next level. Everything about this is spiritual. There's no level I've gotten to without putting God first in the process. There's no level I've gotten to without sacrificing, paying my tithes, fasting. So I want you to understand, when you give your life to him, you are going to have a different type of lifestyle. Like I said, you're going to be abstaining from a lot of things that the world does and you know, still takes part in. You're not going to be able to be a part of that. You're going to have certain dietary restrictions. You're going to have certain sacrifices financially, because that 10% got to go to him. Even if it's your last $10, that 10% is his. All right, I want you to understand that it's going to be a different lifestyle, and it's going to be a commitment. So take your time, but get started. The best thing you can do is get started to know him, because when I met God, honey, ooh, life got lit. Life got lit. Okay. All right. I want you guys to stop fighting battles that aren't even yours. The battle is not yours. It's the Lord's, #1. #2, it's okay to say that's not my problem. I had a friend call me recently and try to put their weight on me. And it's an old family friend. Called me and said, you know, I'm about to come out there and stay with you for a few weeks, and I'm gonna come to work with you. You're not about to come to work with my staff. We have a professional atmosphere. You're not about to come as my homie and come take up. We don't have a desk for you, boo. We're not even gonna create the atmosphere. I don't do that. I don't do or treat myself any differently from my team. I try not to do those things. So how can I bring a friend to work and they can't bring a friend to work? That's not what we're doing, right? So I want you guys to understand that it's okay to say that's not my problem. So you know what I did with my friend? I mailed my friend a Life Application Bible. And I said, I think that the problem is deeper than this. And I need you to give it to God first for clarity and insight before you make a rash decision like that. One thing about God is he doesn't rush things. He takes years. In the Bible, you will see the number 7 constantly. 7 years, 7 days, 7 days of fasting. You will see the number 7 so many times. It takes time to hear from him. 7 is not a small number to me. It takes time to hear from him. You will see that people, there are so many stories within the Bible where people waited years and generations. He doesn't work on your time. And if you don't have space for him to work, then we working with nothing. We back at ground zero. We haven't even made it to level 2 yet, right? So I want you guys to understand that Not every battle is yours. Don't take on people's battles. It's a difference between being helpful and actually taking someone's place with that battle. Don't do that. Be careful with that. Now, there are certain people that I will go to battle for left and right, and those are my close friends, my family. Those are the people where I will literally uproot my day to help them solve their problem. But these are people that I know would do the same for me and have done that, right? So be careful who you're battling for. That friend that asked to stay in my house for a few weeks, that was not, I was like, we don't even talk like that. Hold up, what you think you doing? Hold on, let me send you your Bible, boo. Now, if this was one of my close friends that I talk to every day and we nurture, we pour in and we pray, that would be a different conversation. We might need to uproot, and I might need to take a few days off to check on you and make sure you're okay. Don't be selfish, but there's a thin line. Make sure that people are in your life. That goes back to the top, right? Let go of people that can't come. I don't let you in if you got dropped off because you couldn't come. Now, if you let someone in that deserves to be here and they came with you, that's different. But make sure it's somebody that deserves that grace. All right, now, I want you to stop fighting with God. A lot of people tussle with him and they try to make excuses as to why they can't do certain things or why they can do certain things. Or, you know what, God, I know I've been battling with temptation, right? And I've been really tempted to go back to eating the old way I used to eat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just compromise with you. I know you told me don't eat no sugars this week because I'm fasting. I know I told you I was going to commit to not drinking any sugars, eating any sugars, consuming it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just have one soda a day and one coffee a day, and that's gonna help me. Hopefully you can still give me that word that I need at the end of this 7-day fast. No. That's not how it works. You fighting with God. And what you're doing is you're gonna have to start from square one again. I'm telling you from experience. There's nothing I'm telling you because I'm perfect. I'm telling you because I've been there, and I am always there struggling with temptations and battles, especially while fasting. Like, you better get prepared for war, okay? If you decide that you're going to be abstaining from sex and then you go and you meet the man of your dreams, right? It's up to you to have that conversation and say, no, I can't do that. That will confirm who that person is in your life for you. Same for my fellas. Like, be okay with understanding you can't fight with him. He don't work like that. You can't fight. He's not about to fight with you. He's not about to do that, but you're going to feel him. And what's going to happen is when you fight with God and when you're in that vulnerable space of fasting or being with God, you're in a more vulnerable space spiritually. So the devil only works harder. Higher levels, higher devils, that is a real statement. If you're on level 20 and God is on level 20 with you, you are spiritually mature. Do you understand that the devil is at level 22? Wherever God is, the devil is there as well. There is no place that God reigns where the devil is not watching as well. He once was an angel. So the higher you go with God, the higher the devil. Do you know how scary that could be if you don't have God first? Child, you better watch what you're letting in. That's all I got to say. All right, because you will be very vulnerable in the middle of that fast. And when you compromise and say, I'm going to consume no sugars, now the devil took over. Boom, God out of it. This ain't even a fast for me no more. So you better start organizing your time with him and understand that you cannot fight or compromise with him. I want you guys to also understand that you don't need money, you need time. All right, I'm going to tell you a quick story. I think I shared it before in a few entries. But my brother, Kev, he is an amazing entrepreneur, real estate developer. And my brother is very successful. He's been successful since he was like 18. And my brother, while I was working my 9 to 5, he used to come up there and bring me lunch, come visit me, right? And one day he came up there and he was like, yo, you shouldn't be here. You're supposed to be an entrepreneur full time. You're supposed to be designing full time. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And he told me, you know, you're ready. I think you got to realize it's a mindset. I want you to give 2 weeks notice and I want you to quit. So I'm like, okay. Whew, I'm scared. So he told me, if you give 2 weeks notice, I'm gonna give you $10,000. I was like, what? And he said, yeah, I'm gonna fund your business with $10K to get you started. I give 2 weeks notice. The last day at the job, my brother comes up there with the $10,000 and says, here, I want you to pay this back to me over like 3 years or 5 years with no interest. Like, who gives out free money like that? That was God and my brother. So I'm like, okay, I took the money. I started my first day as an entrepreneur in April of 2014, I think it was. And I had made $12,000 in my first 24 hours as a creative entrepreneur. I told my brother, I have all the money for you. The very next day, I got it. Here you go. He said, keep it. That was the whole point. You never needed money. You just needed time. Best bar my brother ever spoke to me. I never needed the money. I just needed time. So the first 24 hours, I worked 16 out of those 24 hours. I made calls. I followed up. If you want to see yourself become a workhorse, I want you to watch yourself work when you do not know where your next check or meal is coming from. You will see another beast inside of you. I was a sales strategist that I didn't know I even was, okay? I need y'all to understand that. You're going to see another side of you. You're going to witness greatness within yourself, and I want you to make space for that. So I never needed money. I needed time. My brother never took that money back from me to this day. I tried to give it back to him in so many forms. He wouldn't let me give it back to him. He said, that's the point. So I can't wait to teach that lesson to my child, or, you know, my aspiring goddaughter who wants to be an entrepreneur like her mommy. I'm actually like her godmommy. I'm creating her right now a line of luxury luggage, right? My goddaughters, they are so beautiful. They are 4 and 10, and they're sisters, and I'm creating this line for them, and I want them to understand this is something that's yours. This is entrepreneurship. This is your baby, and you guys are going to create something that's going to make a lot of money. And I want you to realize that entrepreneurship is going to be thriving for you once you guys get my age. So I want you guys to realize that you don't need money, you just need time. And I was their age when I started designing, right? So it's never too early. I also want you guys to know that you need to stop living rich. You broke. You broke. Yep, I'm here to tell you, you broke. Okay? You ain't got no money. How dare you go on that vacation when your net worth is negative $2,000? Let's stop living like we're rich. You know, I told you guys I like to have fun, I like to live life, but I had to wait to do that. The first year of entrepreneurship, I sent my very close friends. Y'all can ask Gina on Instagram, my very best friend, ask her. She'll tell you. I sent them a text message that said, hey y'all, I love y'all, but I can't hang with y'all right now. I can't go out with you guys. If you want to visit me, you could definitely come to my house and see me. We can order pizza or something, but I can't be out like that. And they were like, okay. And I had to explain to them that my lifestyle was not conducive to doing those things and spending money right now, because I was a first year entrepreneur. I didn't have money. I didn't understand what I was doing yet. And they were like, okay. And once I got past that fearful hump, I was able to live my life. And, you know, now I have every resource beyond measure. And I'm grateful for those things. And it's because I sacrificed then. So be prepared to sacrifice. Be prepared to sacrifice and understand that you can't live like you rich in the process. You're going to have to go into hibernation and come out swinging with that cash, okay? Because when you go into hibernation, you're going to see a different type of work ethic, and you're going to be building up your savings. You're going to be building up your revenue, and people are going to be witnessing that greatness. Because I also want you guys to remember, before we go, I want you all to forgive yourselves for your past trauma. We all have been through things. We all have witnessed things. Black folk, y'all, we was built for this, boy. We have seen it all. We have done it all. We have witnessed it all. If I told y'all some of the stuff I've witnessed, you would be like, what? I have witnessed some stuff. I have witnessed some stuff. And you have to forgive yourself for those past traumas. Those things that you had control over, but you weren't the person that you are today. You got to forgive yourself. And therapy is real. Y'all know I'm an advocate for therapy. Black girls deserve therapy. Black men deserve therapy. Black people should get free therapy. All right? Don't be scared. Check for therapists. Look online. Therapy is real, and we got to stop frowning upon it. It is very necessary in our communities, and I feel like it is definitely part of the reason why I'm so calm, I'm so chill, and I'm very content and happy. All right, so don't sleep on therapy. All right, y'all, that was another entry of the Fashionpreneur Diaries. I hope I motivated you, motivated the streets today a little bit, just a little bit, all right? I want you guys to enjoy your week, stay positive, stay prayed up, pay them tithes, check that circle, make time to hear from the Most High, don't fight him, and get ready for your breakthrough. All right, y'all. Got to stop getting upset when you see that we've been copied. Like,
oh yeah,
don't. That's gonna happen. We're in the creative field. Sure. Welcome to the real world.
People are gonna copy your ideas.
All
People
the
are
time.
going to And it sucks because there's going to be new customers that didn't know that that's your idea. And now it's their customer.
Yep.
So you kind of just, it comes with it.
It comes
Unfortunately,
with it. You gotta pick
it
your
comes
battles.
with it. But you have to take me.